The Savoy Hotel has taken the biggest gamble in its 120-year history.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Savoy.
Closed for 3 long years in one of the most expensive refurbishments in hotel history, 600 new staff have been given a crash course in 5-star service in just a matter of weeks.
Get out of my way, because I'll drop it in your head now in a minute.
But now, ready or not, the Savoy must finally open its doors.
I think anxiety, would be the overriding sense at this point in time.
The pressure is on as the new staff must cope with the demands of a royal visit. And the arrival of the Savoy's new owner, who's about to find out just what you get for £220 million.
Your Royal Highness, nice to see you again.
Good to see you.
Welcome back.
So we're ready now?
My apologies for this. We're just cleaning here this evening, sir.
If anything goes wrong, you all might be looking for a job. Plus me, by the way. And I have no intention of losing my reputation over any of ye. It's terrifying.
Welcome to the Savoy.
Are you ready? Steady, go!
It's the 9th of October, 2010. There's just 1 day to go before the Savoy's much-anticipated reopening. From its closure to its relaunch, the success of the new Savoy rests squarely on the shoulders of General Manager Kieran MacDonald.
Oh, right. How do you feel? Seriously, I mean, this is a genuine question.
It feels a bit uncomfortable, to be honest, to me.
Okay, well, we'll address that.
This will be the toughest week of his career. It's not just the reopening of the first and grandest of London's great hotels. This is the return of a British institution.
Well, I honestly think you all look first class.
And the eyes of the world will be upon them.
When the doors open, there's not a lot you can do outside of all the planning that you've done already. And that's the scariest bit, because, of course, the reality is the expectation is perfection day one when we open the doors.
Across its 12 floors, its 268 rooms, its 38 river suites, its new fine dining restaurant and lavish Beaufort bar, everything must be flawless. All available rooms are booked for the opening, with guests paying from £350 up to £10,000. An army of staff has been sent to check and double-check every single room. They're signed off by front-of-house manager Ollie Ormond.
This is one of my favourite rooms just because of the entrance. Nice big living room. That's great, that is. We don't have any water in this room.
There is vodka, though.
Yeah. My gut feeling is that, we literally have, 15, 16 hours now to finish this entire thing off. Yeah, it's news. Yeah.
What's written on your face right now, Ollie?
The time frame.
And it's not just the rooms that need a last-minute polish. Having had only 6 weeks training on site, from tomorrow, the Savoy's new staff will be serving some of the most discerning and demanding visitors in London. The Savoy's band of 26 butlers are about to be unleashed on the paying public.
When you press a shirt, you should always give it rest time.
The butler service has not been seen at the Savoy for 30 years. The man responsible for bringing it back is head butler Sean Daveron.
I don't mind you pinching. You can pinch, not me, of course, but you can pinch the cloth. Try that. I'm not expecting to do just like that. Because there's quite a bit. How to serve your morning tea, how to present the newspaper, how to press a shirt, how to fold something, how to run a bath. Or what about if somebody asks you to take their dog for a walk? There's a lot. You will be able to iron these shirts and press with your eyes closed by the end of this time. We're going to do anything for anybody as long as it's legal. That's my scope. What I don't understand is this hand here, Oliver. Did you wash these hands? Get your hand off that shirt, please, because your hand perspires.
This is a lovely sweet.
Before we start, can I
Once the butlers have donned their uniforms, Sean's right-hand man, Andrew Dixon, decides to test them with a little role play.
I would love some coffee, darling. Wouldn't you like
I can arrange.
Can we get some coffee?
Certainly, sir.
Do you like a glass of champagne, darling?
I'd love some champagne. Do you have some
Shall I cancel the coffee and perhaps get a...
Did we order some coffee, did we?
We did.
Oh, okay, fine. Let's have champagne.
A bottle of champagne and a tea.
And a macaroon.
And a macaroon, sir.
You were very
patient.
Because you can get carried away like that for a long time.
You will also, guys, get the guests that do come in that actually live through people like us. They're butlers and service staff. They're used to having people attached to them 24/7, and they don't know how to do anything. You know, heaven forbid if that PA goes sick for a day and a half, what on earth do I do?
Not every staff meeting is announced with a fanfare, but this is the last time they'll all be together before the hotel opens.
This is a really historic occasion for us all. And over the last number of weeks, we've all been working very, very hard to get us ready for 10, 10, 10.
Pep talk over, there's nothing left for Kieran to do except take a deep breath.
Tomorrow is the start of a brand new future for the Savoy, and that's very, very exciting. Very, very exciting.
It's very relaxed for a man that's about to reopen the Savoy, don't you think?
You think this is relaxed?
The big day has arrived. Just a year and a half late, and only £120 million over budget, the Savoy is finally ready to open its doors.
Yeah. 4 hours.
It's been a long night making sure everything is ready. And now 6 weeks of intensive training in the art of 5-star service are about to be put to the test.
It's important that all front office colleagues coordinate to the butlers so the butler can be positioned on the elevator closest to where that room will be. If there is a butler not there for any one reason, which there would never be, Sean has promised me, you would continue to the room, to the suite.
Well, they won't be allowed by the end of the evening if they're not. It's quite emotional, because it's such a big occasion. The buzz, the excitement this morning. It feels like a hotel now. If you asked me that yesterday, I would have said, no, it didn't feel like, but there's a great buzz in the hall, people are excited.
For General Manager Kieran MacDonald, today has been a long time coming.
Does it feel like an historic event at the moment?
Oh, God, absolutely. Oh, gosh, yes. Oh, how couldn't it? Yeah, no, it's a moment. You know, it's just for everybody. I mean, you see it on all the team's faces and everybody associated with the Savoy. Very special day.
For their first guest, the hotel has lined up someone they think encapsulates the spirit of the new Savoy. It's Stephen Fry.
Welcome back to the Savoy.
Determined to drag the hotel into the 21st century, Kieran has asked him to be the first blogger in residence.
Hey, well.
Anyway, welcome.
Thank you.
And selected to be Mr. Fry's Jeeves is none other than head butler Sean Daveron.
This is actually called the Blue Lift, just to give you a little bit of direction where you are, sir.
Oh, you must be so excited to be finally at work again.
Well, I certainly had withdrawal symptoms.
So this is why you call it the Blue Lift?
Yes. That's it, Mr. Fry. Welcome to your London home, sir.
Thank you.
I've got the kettle boiled if you'd like to.
No, sure, you're so kind. This is lovely.
Or a coffee or
I shall
something?
settle slowly, and a coffee will be gorgeous. I have a long relationship with the Savoy, actually. From the very first, it always, to me, had a sort of mystical, magical quality. And then my obsession grew with Oscar Wilde, and Oscar's relationship with the Savoy is enormous. I think it's really important for London to have its great hotels. I think it attracts people, it keeps a huge amount of employment. Theatres all depend on having a hotel like this right in the heart of the West End, full of people who've come from all over the world. And I can't think that's a bad thing.
Keeping Stephen Fry happy is one thing. Now they face the paying public.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Good to see you, Mr. Bogan. How are you?
Paint dry.
Paint's dry. Yeah, it's a couple of days only, but...
Returning guests are desperate to see what's left of the hotel they used to know. With no check-in desk and a ban on luggage in the front hall, a seamless Savoy experience depends on everything functioning perfectly behind the scenes.
They're working on it right now.
Oh, they are? Okay.
Yeah. Well, they think a fuse is blown, so they're down there changing a fuse.
Okay.
But outside in Savoy Court, the luggage lift has stopped working.
When I find out why the lift went down, but yeah, right now we just got to wait for them to fix it.
To ensure the new check-in system doesn't fall apart, the porters have no choice but to take every piece of luggage on a 10-minute journey around the outside of the building.
For our team, you know, it's not nice for them to have to lug bags all around and take these roundabout routes. When we set a very strict standard of no luggage through the front hall, people are paying a large amount of money to stay here. They don't expect this to happen.
But for the guests, everything seems to be running smoothly.
A friend of mine used to own this group of hotels, and it's been beautifully restored, and it's one of the great institutions of London.
How do you like the Beaufort Bar now?
Yes, well, it's a little bit, I suppose, nightclub, really, for nightclub feeling, isn't it?
Quite modern.
Yes.
The first duty of the new Savoy butler is to meet and greet their guests en route to their £3,000 plus suite. To help, they've invested in a state-of-the-art communication system.
Nicholas Olivier.
Sean. Sean. Sean.
I have no idea what's happening at this moment. I can't get anybody from the coordinators. So I'm going to count to 10 before I get downstairs, before I take somebody's head off now.
Okay.
It's not yours, Andrew.
You can take my head off, I don't mind, I'm close by.
I want to know what's happening in Chobe. Has he met all his guests? And has... Well, Miss, shut up one moment. Yeah, I want you to find out who has been met and who hasn't been met, please. Schweb, did you meet every one of your arrivals?
No, not all of them.
Why? Because nobody could get you. I'm not going to say anything to you now, but this, you make sure that you meet everybody.
Absolutely.
I'm telling you now. Go.
Downstairs, everything still appears effortless.
It was like being the heir to Downton Abbey.
Yeah, that's right.
Being applauded in by the loyal staff. It was such a lovely moment, honestly.
Yeah.
I was so touched.
In the Beaufort Bar, one glass of champagne can set you back a mere £158. But that doesn't seem to be putting anyone off.
I think it is genuinely, truly like one of the most beautiful bars I've ever seen. Like really.
Terribly impressed by the rooms, and the hotel's been quite nice so far.
Everything seems to be.
Will you be coming again?
I think I might be.
Kieran's all too aware that it's been far from perfect behind the scenes. But if in doubt, make another toast.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like us to raise our glasses and make a toast. The toast is the Savoy. The physical transformation, hard as it was, that's only one piece of the jigsaw. And the much more difficult thing is to rekindle the spirit of the Savoy and to re-enter the London market, to live up to the expectations. But that tomorrow's another day. I mean, today is about enjoying it, getting a real sense of satisfaction and pride.
All of the Savoy's new staff are on a steep learning curve. Just 6 weeks ago, trained actor Ollie Izod knew nothing about being a butler. Now, for the first time, he'll be serving guests who've paid dearly for the privilege.
Tea is ready.
Oh, jolly good. Is it ready? Jolly good nothing. Let me just tell you something. First of all, you should have heated your pots while you were going downstairs. Have them warm.
Right.
Which I've done. You've got your spoons at the 45-degree angle.
45-degree, 2 pots of tea. I came for an interview to be a door host in the River restaurant. Eventually found myself talking to Sean and Andrew, who convinced me to come over onto their side.
It's difficult to look glamorous, isn't it, when you're pushing a room service trolley? Because they're just that slight bit too...
Are you trying to say I'm not glamorous pushing this trolley? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Ollie will be serving breakfast in one of the suites. But so far, only half of the food has arrived.
It's 10 minutes late, which I don't particularly like. I think timing is really important. Good morning, sir. Breakfast is just coming.
Yeah, I was just wondering.
We have it all in readiness.
Good.
So bear with us. I'm just so sorry. Please forgive. There's a young man coming that's going to bring this in for you, if that's okay. And I promise I won't keep you much longer.
That's okay.
Thank you very much for your understanding.
Right.
Thank you. Proves my point. You know, this is not good enough now. Do you think you'd better manage this inside the room, or do you want me to come in?
I think it should be fine.
No, don't think it should be fine. And look at me straight in the eye. Do you think it's going to be fine?
Of course.
Good for you.
It's breakfast.
But have you done one of these before?
No, but I've had breakfast at home.
I'm very happy what you had at home. But you're not having it at the Savoy. No. Did you have breakfast at the Savoy?
No, I haven't.
Well, maybe we'll have to teach you how to have breakfast at the Savoy.
My mother's extremely good at breakfast.
Anna, please. Do you understand? You have to convince me. Just bring
Good morning, everybody.
Just bring your other table in first. Just leave that there.
I'll pop this here. There's another one to come in.
Oh, good.
Right, where shall we set this up? Where would you like? Yeah, it's fine. There's some toast under here as well. Come up with the newspapers, and the porter will be here in half an hour for your luggage now.
Thank you very much.
Well, have a lovely morning, and I'll see you before you go. It is nerve-wracking going into someone's personal space. And also, you've got to keep up this sense of, you know, this is the best you'll ever see. It's terrifying.
The hotel may now be up and running, but the Savoy experience is still a work in progress.
Everything we've done, we've tried to make it as perfect as possible to get the basics right, and then we're going to add and add and add.
Now, good afternoon.
Butler service? Good afternoon. This is Christopher, your butler.
That's more. No services.
All right.
You're not a bus station. Okay?
Christopher, it is.
Are you giving services?
No, not those terms.
Thank you.
The butlers clearly have some way to go to meet Sean's exacting standards.
Well, I mentioned one thing to you. What did I mention that I want you to work on?
My cheekiness.
Cheekiness and an arrogance that I didn't like. Okay. I think it's very important now for me to see each butler and have a conversation with them. I'm quite demanding, I'm quite direct, and it's not to everybody's taste. Do I care? Not really. What did I say you'll always be late for? Your own funeral.
Oh,
your
yes.
timekeeping?
Yes.
No detail is too small for Sean's keen eye.
Did we shave this morning?
I did, but it was really quick, Sean.
And it looks quick.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't mean to. Okay.
It will be better. It will be better. And
maybe after lunch you could shave. Ollie, what I would depict as the typical English butler. He's got that style. Now, when Oliver came to me in his interview, Oliver came in a suit with a bow tie, tied by him. Actually left that first impression. I saw him across the room, and I said he definitely could be a butler.
It's not just the butlers that need some work. The £10,000 a night royal suite isn't ready, and its first guest, Savoy owner Prince Alwaleed, arrives in just a few days.
That's a £25,000 mattress. 1, 2, 3. Oh, it is good.
Can we fall asleep now?
I don't know if I want to share it with you.
Ben at Savoy.
Across his gleaming new hotel, he'll be expecting perfection. From immaculate service to exquisite dining. The River restaurant closed in 2004, and its relaunch is crucial to the Savoy's success.
Service!
Tonight, the new staff will be facing a tough test to impress 80 of London's glitterati. Manager Stuart Stancombe is overseeing the party.
The people that are coming tonight are the sort of people who go to restaurants all over town, speak to everybody all over town. I mean, I think it's important that these people see us in our best light, our best possible light.
So we're doing blind items this side?
Yeah. Table's done. Signed off.
Okay, next table.
Elle McPherson. That's Elle's table. Do we all agree? Peter Mandelson? Do we put him on that table? No, we don't put him on. That's the happy people.
Hi, girls.
The rich and famous have always flocked to the Savoy, from film idols to world leaders, from sports stars to royalty. Kieran's hoping that the hotel will once again become a magnet for celebrities.
It's not necessarily with the money that they directly spend, it's by the influence they have in attracting other people to the Savoy. Having celebrities in the hotel adds that theatre, adds that excitement. You're coming here with sort of an anticipation about who might you walk past or be in the lift with or maybe sit across the table from.
It's fabulous, because they're exactly the sort of people who should be here. The River restaurant people, the Savoy people. All the hairs on the back of your neck stand up. You're just like, wow. Elle McPherson I could meet any day of the week, it's fine. But she's here. Oh my God.
You gotta hurry up, you gotta caramelize more fast.
The big one, give me the big one. Jason?
Service! Hey, excuse me. Let's go.
With the kitchen under pressure, Kieran's leaving nothing to chance.
Marina, come on, let's go! Come on, we're picking stuff up. Let's go, guys.
It may have been stressful behind the scenes, but it's all smiles out front.
Very high-profile guests, so they're obviously used to going to the best places, having only the best service, and particularly with the new team, I don't think many of them have served people like that before.
Bye, Minty. See you later.
But with the Savoy's new owner on his way, Kieran knows there's no time to relax.
Our opportunity with that first impression has been a great success. Tomorrow and beyond is another day. The pressure's going to build.
It's been 3 weeks since the Savoy reopened after one of the most expensive hotel renovations in history. And later tonight, the man who footed the bill will be arriving to inspect his investment.
Late Monday night, His Royal Highness Prince Alwaleed coming to stay with us for his first visit. This is a rider or a resume of all the requirements that we have. Quite interesting as he's coming in his own 747. Looks like he's landing into Gatwick at about 1 a.m. So I need to make sure that my team is here around 2 to 2:30, 3 o'clock, so we're set ready for him, which I'm sure they'll be excited about.
Prince Alwaleed is a man who knows what he likes.
The big thing here is the air conditioning. It has to be exactly 17 degrees Celsius. Exactly. He eats between midnight and 3 o'clock in the morning. No food made with butter. Melba toast. Loves Melba toast.
Not content with one royal family, this week the Savoy will have two. Prince Alwaleed with his 60-strong entourage, and arriving to open the hotel officially, Prince Charles.
Guys, put one... Excuse me! If I catch you talking again, I'm going to put sellotape in your mouth. I'm deadly serious, because if anything goes wrong, you all might be looking for a job. Plus me, by the way. And I have no intention of losing my reputation over any of ye. You listening? These people have a house bigger than the Savoy, I can tell you. 375 rooms, to be precise, is one of their houses. So are we out to impress?
Yes.
Very important.
The decorators may have finished in the royal suite, but not everything's perfect.
They'll be coming here later on this evening in the early hours, so we'll all be ready and waiting. Still got a few things that we've got to tweak, and without a doubt, there's a tremendous level of anxiety and, you know, mixed emotions in terms of excitement. But I think anxiety, would be the overriding sense at this point in time.
Sean puts 25 years of butlering experience to good use, coming up with an ingenious solution for the stain on the royal carpet.
Perfect. You wouldn't even know there was a stain there. It looks like it was meant to be.
I'm just down on the Savoy Pier dealing with the arrival of these cars.
It's all hands on deck for the prince's arrival. From finding space for his fleet of cars that have been shipped from Paris.
Just make a note the fact that Bentley is dinged already.
Just another day at Savoy.
To accommodating his sweet tooth, even though he doesn't eat sugar.
We're gonna prep the special item for him, sugar-free, tarts, sugar-free macarons, sugar-free chocolates.
And with 60 VIPs arriving at once, the butlers must check that their suites are perfect.
Everything you have to go through like a fine-tooth comb now. I don't want to see one thing out of place. Right, and I want no lip from anybody this afternoon. Everything has to be spick and span.
I think this would have been better in black and gold. Purple.
And since when did you become the interior designer?
Listen, I worked for Anushka Hempel. I know about interior design.
Well,
I certainly wouldn't have put a shower curtain up there anyway, but no, that's just me.
It's very feminine. It's just a bit garish. It is most important that you keep women happy in life. Because the world runs... the world runs much smoother when all the ladies are happy.
There's no point telling him that. Or me. Hey, Salvatore. Exactly.
Very exciting now today, because now this is what you're talking about, class, people coming to stay, and the bit of a buzz.
It's been requested that the hotel's specialist entertainment channels be switched off for the prince's entourage, and the butlers are just double-checking.
Blackzilla.
That's it. So, hotels always have porn, and they always will do. Because once someone phoned down and said, excuse me, do you have any more hardcore porn? Because this stuff isn't as hard as I want it to be. And I said, I'm sorry, I really don't know, but I haven't seen any of them. But here, we talked about what we'd do, and we'd probably go out and we'd say, we can get you some, we'd go to Soho. And we'd say, is there anything in particular that you want? And we can get hold of it and bring a DVD player to the room or something like that.
This is someone's home away from home, and within those doors they can do what they want, as long as it's legal. And I think... You know,
and I think Blackzilla 5 is it's definitely something which enriches people culturally.
The prince's imminent arrival seems to be making some people just a little tense.
Since when do I have to be pushing tables around?
Do you want me to do this?
Well, it doesn't matter.
I've got you in my ear, I've got you in my face. No, because I didn't turn the thing up.
You might see something else in your face in a minute. Has the kitchen been down here yet?
No, there's nothing in the kitchen.
Well, you know, Andrew, I don't know what's happening here since 3 o'clock. Get me plates, get the kitchen sorted, end the story. Andrew, I want to see where I'm going to put this. I just can't seem to see.
Jones, try.
Don't worry, I lift it.
No, I'm coming to do it.
No, not at all. I just wouldn't want you to get out of my way, because I'll drop it in your head now in a minute.
Everybody in the front hall for the arrival, as far as from our staff, including luggage porters. Okay, I don't want people scattered around the place. I'd like to have a line of luggage porters all together looking 100% clean cut and ready to go.
Pick up the fruit and bring it over to here.
I'm really sorry, I just need to make sure it looks right for me. It doesn't look right anywhere I put it. Now, I have a funny feeling this looks better. If I don't actually punch them to move their bums, then I'm in big trouble.
It's 1 a.m. and the Savoy's front-of-house manager, Ollie, is at Gatwick Airport waiting to welcome the Prince's private jumbo jet.
All keys inside. Top
All keys. Perfect.
It's Your Highness and Her Highness on the top box.
For the staff, it may have been a long day, but it's about to get even longer.
Well, I think actually it does look better there, Andrew, do you think? Yeah. Don't you think? It does look better, doesn't it?
This is the ultimate test.
You're talking about the owner of the Savoy who's put an enormous amount of money. So I think he's going to he'll want to have a reassurance that the finished result is something that he wants to have his name behind and is proud to have his name behind. Now we're fast past relaxing. This is a period of alertness.
My guess, to be honest, is he's going to want to look around to start, and his entourage will follow him quite a lot.
Your Royal Highness, nice to see you again.
Good to see you.
Welcome back.
So we're ready now?
Indeed, absolutely ready. Your Highness, Kieran MacDonald, welcome to the Savoy. So you had a good journey in? Thank you for your patience.
The Prince wants to take a look at his shiny new £220 million hotel.
So the Thames Foyer here, of course, this is home of afternoon tea. So this is a very traditional English tradition here. The River Restaurant, that's our modern French restaurant. I think Pierre-Yves Rochon has done a marvellous job of isn't it gorgeous? So we're now heading up to the American Bar, which is, I think, one of the most famous bars in London.
Ahmed Barkouki is one member of the Savoy team who has looked after the Prince before.
I think he loves it because it's very British and it reflects all the history, and I've rarely seen him very excited like that.
Unfortunately for Kieran, Prince Alwaleed wants to see every corner of the hotel.
My apologies for this. We're just cleaning here this evening, sir. I didn't know that we would go on a hotel tour that would encompass the ballroom, so, you know, a little glitch, but I'm not going to lose sleep on that.
Although the Prince has retired for the evening, there's still lots of work for the butlers and more than 170 pieces of luggage to organise.
Quite intense, because we had to move furniture around. He didn't like it. We have to find white slippers. He doesn't like black. We have to find more clothes rails.
Is the luggage off the truck?
You've got the owner of the Savoy as your guest, and you know, with very, very specific requirements, and we have to deliver on that, as well as the rest of the hotel get ready for the morning after. So the next number of days is anything but relaxing.
It may have been a very late night, but early next morning, the staff are back, attending to the Prince's very specific needs.
He can't sleep with any light, any bit of light. So on the phones you have a little red dot. We had to cover that up, maintaining the temperature of the room at 17.5.
He's a bit specialised. We just basically have to make sure we've got all of his products that he wants. And he doesn't change his body clock, so he has dinner at 3 in the morning, and then breakfast when he gets up. He normally gets up sort of like 2 in the afternoon, that sort of thing. So he stays on Saudi time wherever he goes in the world, which is slightly odd. Yeah, I love it. I love having him here. I mean, he's the 4th richest man in the world or something silly. So that's why we do this. But, you know, I don't work at Lloyd's bank because I want to meet people and give them their pension and you know, and deal with everyday people. I do this because I want to deal with top people like that.
I just think the fact that they're all here and that there is an entourage just for one man, and that we've had all of these bags and all of this luggage coming in, I just think is the oddest thing ever. It's really surreal.
Being a butler is taking some getting used to for Ollie.
I'm holding the biggest bowl of fruit in the world, and it's really funny. I feel like I'm carrying the corpse of Carmen Miranda. When I walk around, I literally walk around pretending I'm a butler more than I am just going, this is my job, this is what I'm doing. I literally, when I go, I think, how would a butler do this? You have to have quite a camp walk. You have to walk, you have to be very straight. There's a butler hand as well when you're doing, I like one of these, just a slightly outward hand as you're walking. Trays should never be carried below the shoulder, if at all possible, no matter what you're carrying. Plenty of bullshitting, being a butler. But that's, I think, what they expect and what they want.
Despite having booked out an entire floor of the hotel, the Prince is using part of the public area as his living room. For some of the new staff, it's the first time they've had the pleasure of serving royalty.
I served him some tea and he just shouted at me if it was caffeine-free, and that was it. I'm still shaking from serving him. It scares me so much. I thought celebrities were scary, but the Prince is a whole new level of scariness to serve. I had like the shaky hand when I was pouring my teapots.
It's 2 a.m. and Ben, the head concierge, is in the middle of a 12-hour shift. He's been responsible for taking care of all the Prince's plans, which can be subject to change at a moment's notice.
His Royal Highness went to the Bombay Brasserie. We'd actually booked another restaurant on the Thames for him. However, at the last minute, we decided that we wanted a curry, so we booked the Bombay Brasserie. And yeah, we booked the Cineworld at Haymarket as well for the evening, the whole thing. Went and bought all the tickets and kept it open until whatever time it was, 2 a.m.
Suspecting that the Prince might be partial to a late-night walk, Ben has come to meet him at the cinema.
Yeah, how long would you like to walk for, sir?
How long from this way?
Directly back to the hotel?
Yeah.
About 15 minutes.
And here?
About 10 minutes. This
Piccadilly from here?
Yes, Piccadilly is just at the top of the road there.
How's Ben here as a tour guide? Excellent.
Thank you, sir. Very kind. It would be rather embarrassing as the head concierge of the Savoy to be lost with His Royal Highness, I can assure you. It's surreal, absolutely surreal, walking around sort of past 5 in the morning. So the traffic was starting to build up, and His Royal Highness isn't exactly used to traffic, so you've got to make sure that he's okay, so yeah. Times newspaper as requested.
It's been another exhausting day, but the Savoy's longest week isn't over yet. There's the small matter of the official opening, with Prince Charles and the world's press. It's November 2010.
Savoy, the home of sweet romance.
The hotel is fully booked, and its new owner seems happy with his £220 million investment. What could possibly go wrong? There seems to be a rather strange aroma in the air.
Just the rather unpleasant smell in here today.
The slight stench of fish is not awfully exciting today. Not very appetizing, I don't think.
The smell has caught the attention of the royal party.
I know, it's got something coming through the extract in the restaurant.
This is a mystery that needs to be solved.
I need to get this door closed. So I'm standing in the front hall with His Royal Highness actually in the adjacent room, and his entourage are here.
The Savoy's head engineer is called on site immediately.
When the wind's blowing the wrong way, what we're getting is the smell of fish being drawn into the restaurant, so probably not too pleasant if you're about to go have a nice meal.
A very strong fish odour pervaded the whole of the public areas. And, you know, you've got this smell. You know, you can't go around with air fresheners.
The ventilation fans are turned off and the smell of fish is brought under control. Normal service can resume. But looking after Prince Alwaleed and his entourage has been a testing experience for the Savoy staff.
We finished about 6:25 this morning. At that point of the morning, I had to call it a day because I had been up then for 24 hours.
The novice band of butlers have come a long way in just a matter of weeks. And Sean's in no doubt about who's come the furthest.
And I haven't seen Oliver this morning. I think he's avoiding me, so I need to get after him. Good morning, Oliver.
Oliver?
Yeah? Oh, I didn't know you had my voice. You didn't want to talk to me this morning?
Just because I've been looking after get the highest degree, making sure everything's followed.
I'm sure you have. I believe they're all asleep, are they? To the highest degree on your side? I got a very bad sense this morning because I hadn't seen you. I had withdrawal symptoms from Oliver. Good morning, it's Sean, your butler. May I come in? I have great hopes for him. I have a kind of a gutty feeling he's going to go places. I could see him doing my job.
On whether I'll be a butler forever, like someone like Sean, I don't know. I don't know. Literally, I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow. And that's the whole point. The fact that I became a butler was by pure accident and chance, and I was never expecting to do it, so who knows what will happen next? I don't know. And there's plenty of other jobs, aren't there?
As Ollie's shift finishes, around the rest of the hotel, the day is just beginning. Prince Charles will officially open the hotel later today, but the first guests' verdicts are already in, and they're decidedly mixed.
Goodbye. Goodbye. We are both so disappointed.
We are honestly
Is
so
yours this
disappointed.
character?
I suddenly don't want to come back. I first came here 60 years ago. It's changed. The river room now looks like a pizza joint.
Fabulous. Much better. Lovely staff. Nice smiling. They all smile. All happy. Which is certainly a change from the old Savoy. That's for sure.
Now, how did you go? Do you like it?
I think it's better than it was before. Better. I'm very impressed with the marble flooring.
I would only come back for one reason.
Which is?
To see you.
Oh, that's very nice of you. Thank you very much. No, please, come back. Yeah?
Bye-bye now.
Nice to see you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
Feedback from the paying public is one thing, but a positive response from the world's press will be vital. And they're all here. The Savoy has arrived back on the world stage.
You're nice. Very nice to see you again. Welcome back, absolutely.
All right, people back again. To close a hotel for the better part of 3 years in central London is probably not for the faint-hearted. And so I can only congratulate Your Royal Highness and all your team for this remarkable transformation. And nothing could give me greater pleasure than formally to declare the Great Savoy Hotel once again open for business.
For Kieran, the success of the new Savoy is far from secure.
We've got a very tough time ahead of us to ensure that, you know, once we get through the period of the initial interest in coming back to the Savoy or coming to the Savoy for the first time, that our guests want to return.
It took a long time coming, didn't it?
Well, I mean, it took us 3 years, I think, to get this thing right, but now we got it right, so...
Where would you place the Savoy, do you think, in the world?
Well, the top, no doubt about that, really. Top of the world, no doubt.
The last 3 years have been a roller coaster ride. There's been certainly, you know, some dark moments. Truthfully, you couldn't pay me enough money to go through it again, but we're through it now, and we've got the key things in place to really be back on the map and be, once again, one of the world's greatest hotels.
With a royal blessing and a happy owner, the staff can finally get on with running the hotel.
We're here to wave off our prince and the princess, to wish them on a safer journey and looking forward to their next visit.
Press speculation that the Savoy is once again up for sale has been strongly denied.
There's a new dance called the New Bolero at the Savoy.
Impersonating the characters that made him a hit on Britain's Got Talent, it's Paul Burlingers tomorrow at 8. Then some of the biggest names in British comedy are looking back on the year in the Comedy Annual 2010.
Jitterbugs are beating it out and swinging on down.